All right, guys, welcome back to the show. I'm Titus, your host, back again at it, going hard. As always, trying to get stuff out. Got a little behind, but ahead. You'll understand later what that means. But yeah, I got an episode coming out Wednesday that I am pretty pumped about. And I think you guys are going to enjoy it too. It's a pretty big deal, and I'm pretty excited about it. So we'll just let that be a surprise to you, and hopefully you guys enjoy that. And it'll come out at 3. I don't know if you guys notice this or not, but if you're on the East Coast or wherever you're at listening to this podcast, everything always drops at 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So those of you on the East Coast, when you're driving to work at 6 o'clock, you got a fresh epi coming out at you. All right, so anyways, today I'm holding in my hand the Delta Waterfowl, the 2023 Hunt Annual magazine. Get it up there for you. Got some cool news about this one. Some of you have already pointed it out and seen it already, but yeah, I have something in there from myself. It's pretty cool. The Delta Waterfowl Duck Hunters Organization 2023 Hunt Annual. I actually, if you follow us on Instagram or Facebook, you've seen some pictures of a hen mallard flying into one of the Delta Waterfowl's cylinder nests that they have really been working on for a while now. And guess what? On page 11, my photos are in the Delta Waterfowl. I thought that was pretty cool. And what's really cool is it's on page 11. I mean, it's pretty much right at the beginning of the magazine once you get past the ads. And it's funny because I do got to admit something here, that there was an error, and I don't know if I think I know who might have said, I guess, my title. I don't have a title, but anyways, I think I know who it was. I'm not gonna say it, but anyways, so on the side of the picture on page 11, if you go look at that new Delta Waterfowl magazine, it's pretty cool. It's a half-page article about the breeding nests in the hen houses. They put, anyways, let me read it for you if you're not going to pick one up or see it. It says, actually, here I'll show it, since for those of you watching on YouTube, it's pretty cool. Right there at the bottom half, those are photos I took. And they did chop them down pretty far, but to be honest with you, they almost needed to be, because to capture what I got. But anyways, this is what the article says. It says, images captured by Titus Headings, chairman of the Grasslands chapter of Delta Waterfowl in California, which I'm not anymore. Austin Burse actually is. He's the chairman, but I started it, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. 4 years ago now, I think, right before COVID happened. Anyways, got it going, and just honestly, I was too busy to do the stuff that needed to be done and do it properly, that I felt like was the proper way to do it. I didn't feel like I could be that with all the work that I do and stuff like that. Anyway, so just pointing that out, illustrates a mallard hen utilizing a freshly installed Delta hen house at the Modoc National Wildlife Refuge in Northeast California, which is like their closed zone drive-through area. And then it says, late last winter, Evan Yunker, a Delta student earning a master's degree from Oregon State, began installation of 200 hen houses across key areas of California, important to breeding ducks. Yunker will closely monitor the nesting structures through the 2024 nesting season, working to maintain and record the effectiveness in producing mallards and document potential ways to enhance their efficiency. And this was written by Kyle Winterstein, but I thought that was pretty cool. I bet you this Evan Yunker got pretty stoked when he seen that, to know like he put that nest up. And then I got pictures of it actually flying into all the way until she disappears. Pretty cool. So anyways, just wanted to kind of talk about that. I've been in a couple of California waterfowl magazines stuff that I've been interviewed about or whatever, but like it's the first time I've ever been in Delta Waterfowl, which I thought was pretty cool. And I think it's more cool because I don't really care about being in for myself. But me taking photos, putting in there, I thought that was pretty cool. Like, that was cool. So anyways, just wanted to share that with you guys. Thought that was pretty cool. Also, I haven't sat down and read this yet. I just haven't had time. Actually, I was going to take it to work yesterday and didn't have. I totally forgot it because I wanted to go through this whole thing. But on page 12, it says California drought washed away, and I thought, yeah, I will say, and I'm going to try to be positive on this. It is like all the lakes, a lot of the reservoirs are all filled up, full of water, and then right now we're actually having that hurricane come through. California's first ever hurricane warning. Pretty neat, I think. I mean, it's going to be bad for some people in Southern California. Hopefully it doesn't hit them as hard as they're saying it will, which sounds like it might not. It seems like it's maybe dying off just a little bit. But I say cool as in, no, I don't want nothing bad to happen to anybody. But I mean, just like, it's pretty crazy. Like, first ever recorded hurricane coming into California. But I guess when I say that, that sounds probably terrible to say. That's cool because I don't mean it like it sounds. I'm just saying like something that's never happened before, to be part of that and see that in person. And then I guess the fact of the rain and stuff is just, we never get summer rain. Like in the Midwest and all that stuff, that's just common ground. Like thunderstorms all summer. When I worked in Minnesota for several months doing a contract for crop dusting, I mean, it was always raining. That's why you sprayed that fungicide all summer long on potatoes, like regular, like russet potatoes or whatever, because of that. But when I saw this article, I'm being positive and saying that's great. And yes, I think I've seen so many birds around. I think it's going to be a great season. I really do. I think this is going to be an amazing season. That's just my thoughts and predictions of it. But at the same time, the key breeding grounds in Northern California, they're bypassing all this water right through it, and it just irritates the fire out of me. Honestly, I don't know how else to say it other than that. I may be a little bit more vocal than some. Some people beat around the bush a little bit more when they express their frustration. I just kind of come out and say it. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but it really just irritates me because they're not showing that, And there's a page I follow. I think it's Wild Time Guides or Wildlife Guides or something like that on Instagram. You could find it if you type in like Wild Time Guides or something like that. It's a guy he has a page and he's in Northern California and he goes to like Tulare, Klamath, all that stuff a bunch. But anyways, he's just always shown the videos. I mean, there's documented proof that videos he has of them bypassing all the water. And now those places up there are already bone dry now. It's August and it's bone dry. It's so stupid and pathetic that they're letting that do that. I mean, that's a main producer of California mallards, and they let it go dry, and it's all political, over a salmon or over some native things that are going on. It's just it's all about money. But anyways, I just thought, well, okay, the negative is there's a lot not being shown here, but the positive is that we definitely did get a lot of the drought washed away, and for that we're very, very, very thankful. And I think it's going to be an awesome season. Moving on, I might do some more stuff out of this magazine later, but I'm just going to go straight quick and brush over the gear. All these, that's why I like the Hunt Annuals. It's not the main gear magazine, but it does have the page where they go through quite a bit of it because till season's basically, right around the corner, like a week away. Weekend, for a lot of us in California, it's dove season next Friday, and then a lot of people it's that are in the Midwest and other places where they hunt till early season. It will be till season, and this year will not be making it. Unfortunately, I would like to. I actually had some invites, but it just wasn't be able to make it. So I'm scrolling through, jib-jabbing real quick to get to some of the gear this year that they're talking about. Oh, one of the pieces, and I don't think it's in here, is Final Approach's new divers are coming out with. I don't know if they're on the site. I think they are, actually. If you want to go check those out, go to fabrand.com. Let me look. I know I'm supposed to be getting several of them. There's going to be cans, redheads, scop. I don't know if there's going to be any. Let me look. Let me see if there's going to be some ring necks. I'm not sure. I was told of a few, but I don't know if I was told all of them. Let me look. I don't even know if they're on the site yet. Okay, I'm on page 1. They're not on here. Page 2, we're almost there because there's only 2 pages, and it does. Oh, they got the Brant on there, so they got the Last Pass Brant Goose Floater, 110 for a 6-pack. They look really, really, really good. They got the Eurasian Widgeon, which those were on there last year, I believe. Nope, they don't. Okay, well, I don't know if I'm pretty sure it's not a secret, but anyways, those are coming out, and we'll be getting those. I'm excited for some of the diver spots. Plus, just for visibility, if you guys really want to add some pop in your spread, I haven't seen the redheads yet, but I did see the canvasbacks, and they look good. Like, they look the best. They're the best looking cans I've seen on the market, and I would say Avian X has some pretty decent looking cans. They look pretty good. These are better. Trust me, they just look really good. So, yeah, I'm not just saying that. You guys know I don't do that. So, anyways, that's that. I wanted to mention that. Something new this year. Keep an eye peeled for that, but it is not on their site yet. I thought it was. Thought someone told me it was. One of the new things I seen at the Delta Waterfowl, I didn't go look at it specifically, but I like this idea. Whether or not it flares birds or not, I don't know. But Lucky Duck came out with the XHDA spinner wing with the remote. What I like about it is when you do the intermittent, when you have it on intermittent or you're doing it with the remote on and off, it always stops with the wing, the black of the wing up to the sky. So I don't know if that flares birds or not. I've always kind of thought it does, and we've all had those rumors. Does it? Does it not? I don't know. But that's what they came out with this year, which I think is going to be pretty awesome. It has a 7.4 volt lithium ion battery, and it's controlled via a 3-channel HD remote. It says the decoy runs for 16 to 20 hours on a charge and comes with a 6-piece, 7-foot stake. 6 pieces? Huh. Interesting. Okay. There's some more stuff here. Just the normal. I wouldn't say these are just what Delta Waterfowl is saying their top tools for duck season. That's just their opinion, right? They've got goose silhouettes from Dakota Decoy. They got what's that? GH? Oh, G&H, not GHG, but G&H. Oversized mallards. Man, you don't see nobody making those anymore. They got the GHG finisher spitter. They call it the spitter motion decoy. It looks just like a pulsator. They got some more spinner wings. For shotguns, they got the Benelli Super Black Eagle 3, and they add 2 new 28 gauge best inertia driven semi shotguns. These lightweight sub gauge models weigh 5.5 pounds and are available with 26 or 28 inch barrel. My Benelli Ethos Cordoba best actually is a 28 inch. And just my opinion, for like a 20 gauge and a 28 gauge, I prefer a 26. I wasn't thinking about that when I got my 28 gauge. I just kind of wasn't being too picky. I wanted one so bad before last season. But I don't know. I think the reason I kind of wish it was a 26 because now I have 28 on my 12, and I like that. But for the smaller gauges, being lighter, smaller guns, I kind of wanted the shorter barrel. It just feels weird because my 20 gauge is a 26-inch barrel, but my 28 is a 28-inch barrel, and it just feels really long. Like, I don't know how to explain it other than like this gun's so light and the barrel's so long, it just doesn't like go together. If that makes sense, it's not cohesive for me. Now, that being said, let me remind you, if you have not watched and you don't get notified by YouTube, which from my analytics, it says it like only notified like 1,000 of my subscribers. Like, how does it only notify 1,000 out of 47,000 subscribers? I'm not going to stress about that. I don't care about that anymore. It just doesn't make any sense to me, but that's what the analytics says. So the reason I'm saying that is because my new video came out that I shot that Eurasian Widgeon, and That is actually, is it in the screen? I don't think it is. But it's mounted right here. And I do not want to take it down, or I would. I need to post. I'll take a picture of that tonight, actually. Here. Maybe I could do this, because I did not want to get up. I don't know if this is going to be a good shot of it or not. That I could show you on the screen if you're watching on YouTube. But I'll put it on social media, too. Travis did it. He did an awesome job. That's it right there. I don't know if it's focusing very good, but Travis did that. I think it was on my wall in 2 weeks from the time I shot it. He knocked that thing out, but it's awesome. I need to post it though and take a real good picture and put it up. But anyways, that video that just came out, episode 12, is on YouTube. It's actually got quite a bit of views on it already. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. Just go under Mid-Valley Mercenaries and then videos, and you'll see it. I think it's the most recent one, I believe. That being said, keep your eyes peeled. Every Monday at, what time did I put those? 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I have 3 more hunts coming out. So let's go. Get pumped for that. Yeah, and then a bunch of shorts. We should be pretty consistent now. There'll be 3 new hunts, and then after that, it's just gonna be some other videos and pattern testing videos coming up. But I've been on a crazy work rampage right now. You know, let's see here, 3 straight weeks. I think in 3 more days I'll have worked 3 straight weeks, and then I get some little bit of time off. So, anyways, hopefully to do some pattern videos in that time off. For shotguns, though. We've got the Benelli Super Black Eagle, the Frankie Instinct side plate, which is an over and under. They got the Stoeger M3500, which is a great, tough shotgun. I'm kind of skipping through some of these. Fab Arms XLR Chesapeake. I've actually heard good things about that. Not a cheap gun, though, and it is gas-operated semi-automatic shotgun. It doesn't say on your price, but they are offered in 28 and 30-inch barrels. Browning A5 Wick Wing actually came out with that, I guess they call it the Auric Browning Auric concealment pattern. It's like really light tan and brown. I've never seen that pattern before, but it looks decent. I mean, it's not my style, but it looks cool though. Ain't nothing wrong with it. And we might be getting some of these guys. When we were at the Delta Waterfowl Expo, me and Thomas, we were talking to the guys there at Weatherby, and we checked out their new side-by-side. Is sick. I've been wanting a side-by-side for a long time, but nobody really makes them. There's a couple people that make them, but they're coming out with, unless I'm pronouncing this wrong, I'm pretty sure it's called the Weatherby's Orion SXS. SXS. If you look up just Weatherby Orion, it's a side-by-side, but the S is in Sandy, X is in X-Men, S is in Sandy. It's a side-by-side. And they are making it in 12 and 20 gauge. The 12 gauge is 7.3 pounds and the 20 gauge is 6.4 pounds. Both sport 3-inch chambers and extractors. 5 choke tubes come with the purchase. And it will be in 28-inch barrel. It's a natural oil rubbed finish on the A-grade walnut furniture matte blued receiver finish on the Orion SXX. I'm actually really excited. It's like an English stock. It's kind of that style, with the 2 triggers. It's sick. Like, you need to go look it up. Seriously, it's really cool. I'm actually excited about that. I think me and Toss are both going to be getting one. Possibly. So, anyways, that's it for the shotguns. I'm trying to burn through this. I know I'm talking fast, but this is kind of a review deal. I don't need to sit there and blab for no reason. They're talking about ammo. One thing I'm really excited this year that you guys need to check out is the Heavy Shots Heavy Metal Extreme. It's got the original Heavy 12 Heavy Shot tungsten pellets in it, which is a 12 grams per cubic centimeter. The tungsten pellets, which make up 30% of the load, so it's a 70-30, kind of like the old heavy metal used to be. But this time it has the flight control flex wad, and good things have been saying. I shot a little bit last year. They gave me couldn't say nothing about it, but I shot three, 2 boxes, 3 boxes, which to me is kind of hard. You know, they gave us a sampler. It's kind of hard to really base everything off of, 3, 4 boxes, but it hits. And I want to shoot some more and pattern it. But anyways, with that flight control flex wad, they're saying for consistent long range patterns. So, let's see. They have it in 1¼ ounce of number 4 tungsten and number 1 steel, which I'm not really into that size personally. But if you think you need that for geese, that's there. Then they also have the 3 and 6 blend, which is number 3 steel with number 6 tungsten at 1,450 feet per second. So really, really good blend. And then for the 20 gauge, they have 1 shot and 4 shot, and then 3 shot and 6 shot mixed. Federal Black Clouds, they got 28 gauge. It's brand new. They actually have the 28 gauge Black Cloud, which looks pretty sick. And they have their flight control flex wand as well. Federal, they work. There's a lot of stuff that intermingles there. Let's just put it that way. And like Remington has their bismuth is heavy bismuth. It's bismuth shell. So like everybody, whatever. I don't want to, get anybody worked up here by saying this, but like, I don't care what people shoot. Honest to God, I don't. I'm just going to tell you what I like and why I like it. But like, I have nothing against Boss. Honestly, I don't. I've said a few things about how they market things and try to say their price is in my opinion, is false. A little bit of false. How should I say that? I got to be careful here. I was going to say false advertisement. That might be a little harsh, but it's very tactical on how they're going about that. And that's fine. Whatever. I mean, it is what it is. A lot of good people shoot this and promote it, and that's cool and everything. People can say whatever. They say a lot about Heavy Shot too, but I just know there's really good people. And I don't personally know the people that run Boss, but it's just funny, the marketing thing how they say, oh, it's so much cheaper, because it's not. It's really not. Because they come in boxes of 20 shells. And I don't know why, but people get so worked up when you say that are like Boss lovers, I don't know why. But anyways, Fiocchi has their golden waterfowl bismuth, and they have it in 28 gauge. And let me see what it says about Bosses. Are they saying they got, okay, they're offering 10 gauge and 410. And, their shorties are 2 3/4 inch. Yeah. A lot of people are offering 28. That's good, though. They need to. I mean, it's popular right now. Miger's in here. I've always been curious. I've never shot Apex, but I hear a lot of good things about it. They got their steel line. They don't really say much about other than just steel, but I know they have some blended stuff too. But yeah, check out Heavy Metal Extreme. I think that's going to be a hot ammo this year. Moving on. Let's see here. What is this? The Hunt Stand app. Hunt Stand app. I've never heard of that. Offers new exciting features for land managers and anyone seeking permission on new hunting property. The app uses micro satellite technology that gives you a new view of the land each month. That's cool. So updated maps, that's kind of big. Plus, you can go back month by month for several years to see land use changes. That's pretty cool. That's sweet. So the Hunt Stand app. Get it on all your cell phones. Number 5 is the Sound Gear Phantom. That's a custom Bluetooth rechargeable hearing protection and enhancement device. That's nice, being rechargeable. Because I hate dealing with those little batteries when that thing dies. It'd be nice just to let it. Which, why couldn't they come out with that? I mean, Bose and everybody else. That's what I use for my in-ear Bluetooth charger. To listen to music or watch videos or whatever. So why wouldn't they? That's cool. It says the device has a noise reduction rating of 22 decibels and it can amplify sounds up to 30 decibels. And the product is custom molded. When we were there at Delta Waterfowl, we seen them actually trying putting those and fitting a lot of people with those. So that's cool. A lot more comfortable. In the military, I had those for flying. I had custom made ones. Man, it makes a world of difference. No pain in your ears at all. Looks like also Apex, ESP Apex has them. They do. I don't know if those are fitted though. It says it suppresses noise over 90 decibels. Oh, over 90. It just suppresses them. New wind and noise algorithms constantly monitor the environment to suppress wind noise as well. Okay, yeah. I will say this. If I'm going to wear hearing protection, it's always going to be one of those kind, because I want to hear the wings of the birds coming in that are sneaking in behind me. I don't want to wear earplugs so you can't hear jack. And because not only that, but your calling sounds weird, which wearing these, anything I've wear so far is really mutes your calling. Now I will say Tetra, when I have Tetras, it's pretty good about that. It's not the same as not wearing ear protection, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close. It's close enough, and even I can deal with it, as much as I am weird about that. Not wanting to hear, deal with that. They got no, excuse me. I'm almost done with this episode. Stay with me. A de-icer. Don't really have a whole lot of need of that right where I'm at. Not to say that you couldn't. Northern California Onyx hunt maps. Those are always good. That's what we use all the time. For retriever accessories, it says Eukanuba's Premium Performance Puppy Pro. Really good stuff. They were really emphasizing that a lot at that Delta Waterfowl deal. But I feed Rocky, for those of you that haven't heard, I feed him the Eukanuba 30-20 blend, 30% protein, 20% fats. And why I do that too, it's not just that, because you can do Purina Pro Plan too. But it also, Eukanuba has chondroitin and glucosamine, which is really good for the joints. And we know that labs really struggle with joint problems as they get older. And Rocky's no spring chicken anymore. In fact, I think, and this kind of makes me sad to say this, I think he has a few gray hairs on his chin. Just got him. He's going to be 6 in November. Kind of sad. But, got some bumpers. We talked on one of the other episodes about, why is my mind going blank? Gunner Kennel's new bumpers are pretty sick. I got to hold them and feel them. Really, really nice. And then we're going over camouflage and clothing. I think I'm gonna wrap this up here, because actually on maybe I'll do a little more. But that episode coming out Wednesday is awesome. I can't wait. It's gonna be a neat one. Not a lot is said about us in there, but hint, hint, we're gonna be highly involved, and I can't wait for you guys to hear it, because it's groundbreaking to me, in my opinion. That you're gonna hear about. So that's the surprise I've been telling you about for a couple months. That's Wednesday. Be there, be square. All right, Sitka got the Kelvin Aerolite jacket. What's this one? Bandit's Heritage Collection Hybrid Wader Jacket. That one's pretty cool. It's like nostalgic, kind of old school camo. Lacrosse has an Alpha Agility Select wader. It's actually pretty nice. Lacrosse does good waders, but the funny thing is, when I used to wear Lacrosse, they weren't even doing, as far as I know, they weren't even doing breathables. They were only doing neoprene, if I remember. I could be wrong on that, but okay, we got First Light's new Cash camo. It's like a darker. It's definitely would be good in the timber for sure. What else do we got here? First Light has a Refuge Parka and bibs. They got their own style. I'm not really big on First Light's camo, to be honest with you. I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess, but I'm not saying it doesn't blend in or work it. It's just, I'm kind of weird. Like, to be honest with you, and I've said this for so long, I do not like Sitka's pattern. It works. It blends in with a lot of backgrounds, with tules, late season tules, with grassy banks, wheat fields. I mean, there's a lot that the marsh pattern from Sitka blends in with. I just don't like digital. I guess it's not digital. If you look at it, it's more of a honeycomb. I just don't, the gold. It's just gold. Like, you look like you're a rapper. I've said this for so long. Like, you go with those clothes on after the hunt in the store, look like you're a rapper. Now, the timber color is a lot more doable for me, as far as style. And style doesn't matter when you're hunting. You're going to wear what blends, and that's why I continue to wear it. But I just don't like. I feel like you look stupid when you wear a duck oven in the marsh pattern out to dinner. Like, I would do it, and I've done it. It's not. I shouldn't say stupid. It stands out like a sore thumb. Like, whereas if you're wearing timber, it doesn't. It's just funny to me. Like, it's just the gold. I don't know. It's just funny. But anyways, this I really like the zipper design on the Duck Camp's zip waders. I like how it kind of goes kind of to the crotch, and then is kind of a, I'm not gonna say S-shaped zipper, but it goes diagonally from like the crotch up to the side. I think that's a great zipper design. Before I seen this, I've already said this, that someone needs to do a zipper that goes from like the crotch up to the armpit. Because honestly, you lose so much pocket space, and you lose so much stuff you could do in the front of your waders because the Delta zip wader goes right up the middle. You lose so much space, and honestly, I put my shells probably 7 or 8 in each pocket on my left and right on my Sitka waders. But every once in a while, every other hunt or every 4 or 5 hunts, I lose a shell or 2 in the water because if you go lean over or do something, it falls out. So I just don't like that they're so shallow because there's a zipper in the middle. But these Duck Camp zip waders are pretty sick. Not the patterns, whatever. But it says on here, they're fully breathable and feature well-designed essentials. Key features include a chest panel and side daisy chains that are compatible with modular MOLLE attachments and other common accessories. The zip waders are made from a quiet, durable body fabric that consists of a nylon and polyester blend. The boots will keep you warm and dry thanks to 1,000 grams. And the waders are backed by a limited lifetime warranty. I'll just tell you, 1,000 grams, that's fine. California, maybe down south, but man, you get up north, you need 16s. That's just my opinion. That's what Sitka is. They're 1,600. And I didn't know this, but I've been told twice already. People are telling me that Sitka is making their own boot now. It's not lacrosse, which I believe them, the people that told me that. But I'm kind of wondering why they did that. I mean, I guess it's better for them to make it in-house. But anyways, I really liked not the first boot the waders came out with, because that one almost make your shin sore sometimes. But I really like the second boot that came out with, which I thought was still lacrosse. Maybe it was a Sitka boot. I don't know. Maybe I've already been wearing a Sitka boot for 2 years. I didn't even know it. Anyways, last thing I'm going to do, just because time-wise, I said I wasn't going to keep this one long, is they got some base layers that have a little heater in it. It says for women's heated base layers. It's like a little button to push on their wrist. That's kind of cool. Keep people warm. I'm sure not just women would wear that. That's cool though. It says 10,000 lithium polymer battery to guarantee up to 8 hours of reliable heat. A 3-bar LED controls offers low, medium, and high settings. That's cool. And then they got some women-specific waders from Lacrosse. There's 1,600 grams of insulation. Looks good. Yeah, those look good. That's good. They need to. The companies need to be making more stuff for women anyways, honestly. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up there. There's some more, but I'll probably do it in another episode. Because there's blinds, chokes, there's a bunch of other stuff in here. So anyways, yeah, pick this magazine up if you guys get a chance, and don't forget to, support Delta Waterfowl, and if you're in California, support California Waterfowl, and whatever you're at for that, your state, remember to support them. And thanks for listening, guys. Remember, tune in Wednesday and get that pretty awesome, detailed, descriptive podcast that we have a couple guests on. It's me and Thomas with the 2 guests. So we'll see you guys in the next one.